Hi! For science tidbits, I want you to compare two animals, a bat and bird, and in fear, which groups they belong to. Help me to discover this.
Birds and bats have two legs. Both can fly, but they're very different animals. Indeed, their wings are the only real similarity between them. While some species of birds share some characteristics with bats, the broad definitions are very different. The defining characteristic of a bird is that it has feathers. Every animal with feathers, from pigeons to turkeys to chickens to ducks, and everything in between with feathers, is a bird. They don't necessarily need to be able to fly, but they don't need to have feathers. Bats, on the other hand, are mammals, all of which have fur or hair. Birds have beaks and no teeth, whereas bats have jawbones with sharp teeth. Bats give birth to live young and produce milk to nurse their babies. Birds, on the other hand, lay eggs and feed their young with food they find by foraging. Birds have a more complex respiratory system than bats. Bats have lungs like people. Air goes in, gets processed, then goes out the same way. Since birds usually fly, their systems require more oxygen, so a bird's respiratory system has more chambers and air sacs in order to get more oxygen out of each breath of air. While bats do have standard vision, they are nocturnal animals. To see in the dark, they use echolocation, which is bouncing sound waves of objects and estimating how long it takes for them to get back, then using this information to paint a mental picture of the terrain around them. Birds, on the other hand, have standard vision that relies on light reflecting off surfaces. Some birds, such as hawks and owls, have highly developed vision, but it's light-based vision, not sound-based. The Montfort Bat Sanctuary has been the house of a large colony of 2.3 million roseate fruit bats since recorded history. They cover 75% of the ceilings and walls of their 245 feet long cave. The sanctuary is located on Samar Island, about 1 kilometer east of Davao City, Philippines. According to Guinness World Records, it is the largest single colony of this kind in the world.
And that concludes our Science Tidbits Episode 4. Honestly, it is my joy if you could share this link to your friends and others who don't have access to quality education. This is our chance to help them. That's it. Help me to close this program. This is Mr. Louie in the house!